Maekayla Wiler is in studio. Maekayla, RN and Service Coordinator for Children and Youth with Special Health Care Needs for the Ralls County Health Department. And we welcome Maekayla in studio this morning. Maekayla, good morning.
Good morning.
And we'll pull that mic just a little bit closer. And I know there is one thing in particular that we wanted to cover this morning. Our topic, you have a service offered at the Ralls County Health Department called an emergency food pantry. Talk first. Let's talk about the program itself, what that's about.
Well, we just felt like the individuals of Ralls County could use the services of a food pantry. So we have started an emergency food pantry. Individuals must be facing a hardship or have an emergency situation and need food, and we are putting together baskets for those on a referral basis and either having the families come and pick up the food from the health department, or we can deliver those as well.
So it's a little bit, but now, well, I was going. Complete sentences are a good thing. As far as food pantries are concerned, now, I know there's food distribution that takes place. I know the Baptist Church handles that every month as far as the surplus food, that sort of thing. Now, are there, is the key word here emergency when it comes to food, this particular food pantry?
Yes, whereas the First Baptist Church has a certain day that they do pickups and
Right.
people can come in and get food. We are just based on emergency situation. If there's an illness and people are off work, or if something comes up and they just can't afford food that week, or something is going on, we want to be able to step up and help those people in times of need. It's not something that we're going to hand out food a certain day of the month. It's more just as needed for those things that come up that people are not prepared for.
Now, one thing we want to make clear, and any program, especially when there's an agency involved that has to answer to governmental units, there are rules and regs, and this is something, as you alluded to a moment ago. People can't just come to the Ralls County Health Department and say, "I want food."
No, this food pantry is on, like I said, an emergency basis and referral only. We accept referrals from a lot of different people in the community, nurses, doctors, Division of Family Services, churches, schools. Different organizations can make the referrals as they know of the needs. I would suggest that if you have a need, you could have a conversation with any of these people. If you go to church, talk to your pastor, anything like that, and they can make the referral to the health department for you.
Yeah, you have to go through someone else who has to refer you to this, and again, this emergency food bank. And as you defined emergency, it's there are situations will come up in the lives of people for whom things are a little tough anyway, and things
Right.
happen.
Yes. Some of the things that we've talked about considering are, illnesses. If someone loses their job, they have a major repair, something happened to their house, different things like that are all different things we'd like to be able to help these families or individuals.
But as far as what you provide to help them get through these situations, food is what you folks are providing in this case.
Yes.
So, so talk about where the food comes from.
We are taking donations. The food pantry in NECAC in Ralls County, that was in New London, closed down, and so they gave us the food that they had from their office. And then we also participated in 2 parades in Perry and New London, and we got some of our food from there. So donations. Right now, we have a donation box down at the Dollar General in New London that people can put food in. Any donations can also be brought to the health department. Most of our food right now is coming from donation only, whether it's the employees of the health department or other members of the community donating the food.
Is there anything in particular, any type of food that would encourage the people to donate who hear this and would be compelled to make a donation?
Yes, everything that we're carrying pretty much is non-perishable. We don't have any like bread or meat, we don't have the capacity to do that right now. So mainly canned food goods. We get lots of vegetables. Things that we don't get a lot of are like different rices and macaroni and cheese and spaghetti, all things that would be good to give to these families. And then the other thing we were noticing that we're lacking is a lot of people, if they do give pasta, we don't have like a lot of sauces where they can make meals out of it. So like the, ragu or just traditional spaghetti sauce, we don't have that to make the combination.
Yeah, so the rice, the mac and cheese, the
Yes.
spaghetti, and then the pasta sauces and that sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah, because those kinds of things, those can folks can make those go a ways when it comes to being able to get through meals for an extended period of time.
Yes, we would like to. We're trying to put together combinations where they can make a meal. That way, if maybe they had no other food in the house, they could eat that for a couple days or, a meal or two.
Mm-hmm. Now, you mentioned earlier that your folks would put packages, boxes or whatever, put these together for the folks.
Yes, we will. Once we get the referral, we try to contact the individual or family within 24 hours, and then we would put the box together, and then we would either deliver it if they could not get to the health department and pick it up, or they could come in and pick it up. We would schedule a time they could come to our office.
Yeah. Now you mentioned NECAC did this at one time. Is there no regular food pantry in Ralls County at this time?
I believe that there is the First Baptist Church, which does theirs one time a month,
Right.
and then there is a church in Center that offers food, but I believe it's one time a month as well. And then I know there's also something similar in Perry, but I believe it's like a one time a month. We really want to fill in those gaps. We actually went over to the First Baptist Church, and they said that, people come there, but by the end of the month, they're running low on food or something comes up and they don't have enough to get through. We want to try to fill in those gaps where if they're going to the other 3 food pantries and they're still running short, that we can try to help there as well.
Yeah. Now, the question occurs that you talk about providing food on an emergency basis. Would there be the availability of information to help these folks to be able to stretch food that they get by whatever means, nutritional information? Would that be available?
Yes, we can work on that. We do have some stuff put together, but we would be willing to try to get whatever they need. Any informational value or nutritional values, we could work on that.
And there are a number of agencies around, like NECAC, like University Extension, people like that you could at least point them in the right direction.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So once again, talk about this emergency food pantry and how the folks can get in on this.
Like we said earlier, it is a referral basis. If you are needing food, you've had something come up, emergency, a hardship, you can talk to someone in your community, churches, schools, doctors, nurses, anybody like that can make a referral. Or you can call us for more information. We'd be more than willing to help at the Ralls County Health Department. Our phone number is 573-985-7121. Or you could also come into our office at 405 West 1st Street in New London.
Yes. So, and again, we want to emphasize that if the folks that want to get in on this emergency food pantry, they need to contact someone that would refer them to you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So we want to make sure the folks that understand that because this is, as you say, this is something for some kind of a situation where the folks are just flat out and just have some kind of an issue come up, a major issue for them. But again, the need is there as far as you folks are concerned. And once again, talk about how the folks can donate to this food pantry.
You can either bring it into the health department, and we would take any donations there. We also have a place set up at the Dollar General in New London where food can be dropped off right now.
Yeah. So a number of ways the folks can get in on that. And one more time, the phone number and the location for the Ralls County Health Department.
Our phone number is 573-985-7121, and our address is 405 West First Street in New London. We're located right behind Abel's and the subway there in New London off of 61.
That's the folks that want to avail themselves of the services of the Ralls County Health Department, and in particular the Emergency Food Pantry, our focus this morning. Maekayla Wiler, we appreciate the visit.
Thank you.
Maekayla with us this morning, RN and Service Coordinator for Children and Youth with Special Health Care Needs with the Ralls County Health Department, talking about the Emergency Food Pantry.